As Olda thought about the next move, all she could feel was the fatigue of war. There was already too many fallen soldiers, too many dead friends. No matter how slight the chance was, negotiation had to be attempted. God had given the Enclave a chance with their reunification. She wasn't going to waste it with another unending war. First thing in the morning, Olda took Gannon and a platoon into 3 vertibirds and left for the NCR. She instructed the pilots to fly slow and low to the ground to avoid getting shot. The vertibirds landed 100 meters out from the city, and as expected, NCR troopers rushed out to greet them. But the Enclave soldiers weren't threatened. They stood there patiently waiting for things to transpire. Olda requested an audience with the leader of NCR. The troopers laughed at the request, but the officer took the situation more seriously, ordering the troopers to take her to President Tandy. With reluctance, the troopers took Olda into the city. The Enclave soldiers all had confidence in Olda's ability to negotiate a fair deal with the NCR, mainly because of their reinforcements. As time went by, both sides stood there, staring each other down, waiting for orders as their leaders sat down and talked. The hours ticked by and the tensions rose, but finally the NCR commander's radio turned on, alerting him that the Enclave troopers were allowed to escort their commander out of the city. Suddenly, gunfire was heard. The Enclave soldiers and the troopers behind began to run towards it. Upon reaching the scene, everyone was shocked to see NCR troopers firing on other NCR troopers. The group besieging the presidential office contained Brotherhood soldiers as well, and there was Olda on the ground in the street. The Enclave soldiers ran to the defense, laying down fire at the hostiles. Gannon went to Olda. She had a bullet hole through her abdomen. She was bleeding out. The rest of the soldiers were still fighting off the coup. Gannon got up to find help, but Olda pulled him back down and made him swear to ensure the Enclave's survival. Gannon insisted there was no need for that as he ran off to get help. The Enclave soldiers backed by NCR troopers managed to stifle the insurrection and neutralize the threat. Gannon came rushing back after finding a medic, but as he approached Olda, he knew it was too late. She was gone. The loss the Enclave suffered wasn't for nothing. Before she died, the Lieutenant Colonel brokered a peace between the Enclave and NCR, a peace that would serve them well in the years to come. As the two armies found common ground to stand on, to bleed on, this alliance would ally with a sub-faction of the Brotherhood of Steel, as they fought a civil war against the Brotherhood Loyalists. The war would be costly, leaving many on all sides dead, but the alliance would come out the victor. In the aftermath of the war, the 3 remaining powers would officially align themselves, and thus the California Alliance was born, binding the remaining factions closer together for a combined vision of the future. And that's how your mother died, Arcade. So we could finally end all this war, all this death.